What a wonderful morning it is. So last night was a new moon, so welcome to a new cycle of the moon. New moon in Pisces. It's a water sign. So I would like to invite you to invite newness into your life. What does that mean? So it's very much a trait of yogis to whatever you do. Let's say I do the sun salutations in the morning, to imagine like a child, like you always do them new, rather than doing the same than you did yesterday, doing another round. And that it actually takes a new way of thinking. And that is what I invite you to just notice, because there is no one day than another. There is no Groundhog Day, but we actually have to work really hard on trying to have the same the next day. Same with emotions. We've had maybe an impact that shocked us or shook us, and then that's over. It's done. But we take this emotion every day with us like a little backpack, put it on in the morning, and off we go. And that's fine. So there's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to kind of like start with a clean plate every day. But it's about finding something that's new. Okay? So anything. Your children, when you look at them, they have grown in the morning. Like they're actually, their brain has changed because they have digested all the homeschooling, the situation. They're growing enormously just now. You are growing enormously just now. But in the morning, we just go, oh, another day. Just, here we go. We need to do this another month or so. You know, we don't. We have every day the chance to do new things. And we actually, it's just fake news that we do the same thing over and over again. It's impossible to duplicate the day before. Just take a moment to understand that. So therefore, as we create our day every day new, which we do, but it might not feel that way, change is possible. Where if you kind of like stuck in that rat race and just cope, you can't see the newness. So on this new moon day, I'd like you to first just look at your breath, new, as if you've never looked at it before. And then we do a waking up breath, like a real, it's like, just like get it going. Okay? Right, cool. And that's like growing the cobwebs off, just like blowing away everything we think is stationary and stuck. Just looking at it that, yes, it's there today. That's fine. It was there yesterday. That's okay. But it doesn't have to be there today or in a month or in 2 months. Everything can change. And this amazing time teaches us. Like 2 weeks ago, we could not even imagine that we could work from home, have our children at home, have maybe a partner that's like on the front line. And we're doing it. We're here doing it. And we're taking time to listen to this. Now, thumbs up for that. Really good. Okay, bring one hand on the tummy, one hand on your chest. And just close your eyes and just listen to your breath. Feel it. Smell it. As if you've never done this before. Today's new moon day breaths. With the curiosity of a child. A child does not believe in everything being the same. That's what teenagers do. Where do you even breathe? Do you breathe into your top hand, bottom hand, the sides, the back? Just notice what's going today. And allow that to be good. Allow it to be just right. As whatever you're feeling just now is like a little data sheet of how you're doing, actually truly doing. It's like gives you an idea of your makeup. It's a lovely process in Canada that they're getting people to do to check their lungs. And it's like, it doesn't really matter. It's just like, do we even know it? Do we even feel our lungs? Do we even know what our lungs are doing? And I really like that process, and I would like to do that with you. So you can open your windows, stand at your door front step, or whatever, and you bring your arms out with your thumbs up. And you just take a few breaths through your nose, receiving your breath. And then after a few breaths, you breathe out, you hold your breath, and you count in your head how long you can hold your breath. So you don't want to hold it till you keel over, okay? You just hold it till you're thirsty for air. So that the next breath that you're taking is tiny. So you start with tiny breaths and slowly make them bigger. But when you hold as long as you can, guess what? You go like trying to fill your lungs again. So it's like inhaling, exhaling, holding your breath, however long it takes. It's fine. Start with small breath. Slowly make them bigger. And there you feel your lungs, and you can just check in with them. So if you can only hold for like 2 seconds, maybe add something to work on. I got the Goldilocks breath, and I got the breath, and I got the humming. All videos. You knock yourself out. They're here on this channel. So just to cultivate your breath a bit more. If it's like 10, that's great. Kids can do their own thing. It doesn't really matter, but they will love the Goldilocks breath. I can promise you. I'll maybe tag it on if I can figure this one out. Otherwise, just Google Goldilocks breath on my channel. So I'll figure it out. I will make that my mission today. So inhale, exhale, pause. If you can do 20, 30, you probably really fit, and that's really great, and just really work on it. But just know that it's really easy for your ego to take over, and you're actually struggling with the breath. You want to stay completely shoulders low and completely open with your holding. No shriveling up of the brain or anything. And that's kind of like your end, when you can feel your, like there's also a swallowing going on when you're really holding your breath. It's okay to do that once, maybe twice, but if you kind of like need to keep doing it, you're beyond where you should be. So it's a really nice, relaxing practice. And when you take your first baby breath in, maybe you have aromatherapy or something like that. It's not a smell that you really, really, really love. You can put it under your nose, and your first breath can be like the first breath you've ever taken before. It can be new, and it can be smelling that air and letting that smell travel through all your body. Small breaths, and then first letting it travel into your head, and with the next breath, let it travel down your arms, into your tummy, into your feet. Yes, the new breath. Looking at your breath new. Because if you think about it, you can be without food for like a few weeks or something like that. You can be without water a good few days. Actually, since I've been living in Scotland, I believe that you can be without water much longer than I ever thought. I meet the most dehydrated people here. It is mind-boggling. Like, I'm amazed. It's incredible. So please bring up your water levels, because you can't really actually cope with a shriveled brain. If you mix that with alcohol, you shrivel even more, and then you wonder why you can't cope. Just really pick up your water levels to make change easier. Remember, it's new moon in Pisces. Where do they swim? So it's about easy adjustability. Water can just freeze when the circumstances change, or evaporate, or flow slow, dissolve into the ground. It's amazing. Very, very adaptable. And that's why this wonderful new moon in Pisces is just such a gift. So drink lots of water and just enjoy adapting and enjoy everything that's new. Point it out with your kid, and just enjoy thinking new thoughts, thinking outside of the box, which you will have done because you have been forced to over the last few days. So this just new moon just comes perfectly in time. On that note, namaste, have a lovely day, and enjoy the newness that your children bring every day to the table. You cannot make that up. They're every day born new when they open their eyes, because they still grow. Let's grow with them. Let's learn from them. Because if you don't grow, it's only two directions. It's growing or like dissolving. There is no maintenance. I think that's what we don't get. We can't just hover. We either grow and learn, or we're going the other way. So it's just a choice, And looking at things new, guess what? Ta-da! We're growing together. That's fantastic. Okay, that's me. That's me off. Enjoy your day. Maybe you want to post me what you have noticed, what is new in your life, which you didn't kind of like see right away, where you needed to look a bit closer.